So it happened again. I got an email this morning saying, "Hey, Colin, did you see that story about one of the fellas and lovely ladies punched a person in the face? They were leaving the store. The person very politely suggested that maybe they forgot to pay for one thing and the cash register's over there. Then the fella or lovely lady on the way out punched him in the face, laughing, and ran away." Did you see that one, Colin? Yeah, I saw that. It was Walmart. Thanks. 5 minutes later, "No, Colin, not that one. This one, the one Walmart was 3 days ago. This was yesterday." So let's start with Walmart.
Gina, that's right. That Walmart greeter telling me that he was simply doing his job that night. He says sometimes cashiers forget to scan an item, so he sends people back to pay for them. He says that was the case that night, but instead the suspect, as you said, he snapped, and now Craig Valentine is out on a $1,000 bond.
He punched on my face with the closed right hand. Then I fell down on the ground.
The video is still too tough to watch for 72-year-old Mohinder Randhawa. He refuses to see it. The elderly Walmart greeter says he never saw it coming. Punched so hard that he blacked out.
My left upper lip was broken from here. Blood started out. And inside also there was a cut about half an inch.
You're charged with the felony offense of injury to an elderly person.
Investigators say 42-year-old Craig Valentine is the person seen in this video assaulting Randhawa the night of June 14th at a Walmart in Cyprus. The Walmart greeter told me that when he checked Valentine's receipt, he noticed that a case of Gatorade had not been paid for.
I told him, if you want, you can scan and take it.
But Randhawa says Valentine got angry, yelling out he had paid for everything. Then, as you see in the video, he pushes him and then punches him.
I never told him you are stealing.
In Action News Jack's exclusive tonight, an elderly man is recovering from an attack at a grocery store, and witnesses say this is the woman who did it. The witnesses tell Action News Jax that the older man tried to stop her from stealing when she repeatedly punched him and then dragged him outside.
Only Action News Jax has this surveillance video of the suspect entering the store. And take a look here. You can see the woman casually go for a basket and shop around in the Rose store in Dinsmore before the alleged attack. Well, tonight, Action News Jax Russell Colburn is live in that area. And Russell, you spoke exclusively with the woman who rushed to stop that beating.
Yes, she said she didn't even think she knows this man, so she just rushed in to help. And tonight we're joining you at the exit of the store. That's where all of this started, and it spilled out here into the parking lot. And to give you the lay of the land out here, there's several businesses right nearby, so we're talking plenty of potential witnesses.
You're going to the grocery store to get mashed potatoes, and you don't think you're going to witness somebody being attacked.
It took her by surprise, but Kristen Love still jumped into action Tuesday. She says she was about to walk into the Rose IGA grocery store on Dunn Avenue when she saw an older male employee trying to stop this shoplifting suspect. This exclusive surveillance video shows her entering the store.
He was holding on to the basket, and she just was cussing and, swinging her arms and everything, and hitting pretty good in the face, and he just bled really badly.
Store management didn't want to provide footage of the actual incident, but this report from Jacksonville police states the suspect struck the man several times to the left side of his face and dragged him outside, also causing him to lose footing and fall to the ground.
He was bleeding on his face and legs and everything, and I was just trying to, console him and get some help.
Officers say the suspect got into a white Jeep with the man and sped away. The report states this was all over less than $200.
I was just really surprised that someone could hurt somebody who was, older, and just with that anger, when there's so many people and churches locally that would help someone if they needed, food or anything like that.
So let's give some props to that young lady for helping out that person in distress at some risk to herself. But at the same time, whatever brownie points she gained, she lost by trying to describe the people involved in that violence as people out of the movie Les Mis. You got to bonk somebody on the head so you can steal a loaf of bread, so you can go home and feed your little cousin. No, this is not one of those deals. And if you're going to intercede, if you're going to be a good Samaritan, Well, sometimes it's better. You hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Turns violent. Philadelphia police are asking for the public's help to identify this group of suspects. Police say it began when one of them snatched a purse of a woman sitting at 25th and Spruce last Wednesday. A witness then tried to chase the suspect, but was attacked by 4 men who knocked him to the ground and punched and kicked him. All of the suspects were last seen on the Walnut Street Bridge.
And oh yeah, that hiking and biking trail near the Schuylkill River, that's been the site of dozens and dozens and dozens of these kind of attacks, morning, noon, and night, and almost equal number of press conferences from hiking and biking activists, local elected officials, mayors, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, all of them swearing, oh no, no, this is not going to happen on my watch. We're going to stop this right now. Until the next one.
Several months we have been reporting on an increase in crime and violent behavior on the Schuylkill River Trail. Well, tonight they held the first training session for volunteers who are forming a trail watch.
In the future, we want to look at cameras and also emergency call boxes along the trail.
And a citizen patrol on the way.
When you see somebody, walking, or you see somebody riding, patrolling, it's going to be a deterrent.
But the same people talking tough along the Schuylkill River Trail are the same ones who are supporting and applauding the new district attorney and mayor of Philadelphia, as they promise us they are not going to arrest our way out of this mess, because everybody knows it's a socioeconomic thing, not a crime thing. And besides, we already have too many black people in prison. We don't need to put any more there, including that young black guy who stabbed a white guy in the back on the streets of Philadelphia, not that far from here, just a few months ago. Only took a day or two of pressure from some local black activists to have the charges reduced from murder to some kind of nebulous manslaughter thing, making him eligible for bail.
The 21-year-old suspect in the deadly stabbing of a Philadelphia man in Rittenhouse Square is now home with his family after being released on bail. Eyewitness News reporter Alicia Nieves spoke to some of Michael White's family members today. Alicia?
Well, Yuki, Michael White was released from jail early this morning. We are told that he was fitted with an ankle monitor, picked up by his attorney, and then taken to a family member's home. He is supposed to remain in that home on house arrest until his murder trial. Now, White is only allowed to leave that home to go to court, to go to the doctors, a religious ceremony, or to go to the barber shop. It's been 25 days since 37-year-old Sean Skellinger, a real estate developer from Philadelphia, was killed in Rittenhouse Square. 24 days since 21-year-old Michael White, a college student, was arrested for that murder. Today, though, White is out of jail, his family releasing this photo of the college student now on house arrest while he awaits trial.
It was a blessing. I'm glad he's home. He has a way to go, and we have a long way to go, to finish up the case.
So far, White's lawyers have been able to get the first-degree murder charge reduced to the lesser third-degree murder and voluntary manslaughter charges. They contend the single stab wound delivered to Sean Skellinger late on July 13th was in self-defense.
He's not the same, and he's speaking about it, and that's a life. That's blood that's on his hands.
White's aunt and uncle have been with him since his release this morning and say he is still in shock over the incident. As they work with him on his case, they haven't lost sight of Sean Skellinger, his mother, and what their family is going through too.
We just can't imagine, how she's feeling, because we were not in that position. So, we're sorry for your loss. But as well, right now, my nephew is truly understanding, and, he has his condolences as well. He just can't say it right now.
So that dude is now sitting home with an ankle monitor, watching The Price is Right. And the white dude he killed, yeah, he's still dead. So what's going to happen if we catch the fellas on the Schuylkill River Trail, or the fellas and lower lovely lady at the store, at the Walmart and the grocery store, punching people in the face? Anything? Well, do you consider patting somebody on the head and making them promise not to do it again? Do you consider that something? So if that's what they do to a killer, what do you think they're going to do to a purse snatcher when they catch them.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Okay, here's a homework assignment.
What?
Go to your favorite search engine. Type in Good Samaritan stops beating. Good Samaritan stops shooting. Type in Good Samaritan assault. Tell me what you find. You're going to start off by finding the fireman who had his face broken when he tried to stop 6 of the fellas on the streets of New York City. They were harassing, threatening an old couple out for an afternoon stroll. And then look at all the other episodes of Good Samaritan stepping in. Tell me what happens to them. Tell me what they did to make the black kids angry.